Welcome back to Thotology. This is the third lesson, and no wait, fuck. Hi guys, welcome back to Thotology. This is the 13th lesson. I'm here with my friend Jax. Jax, give him the lash plug.
Seductors by Jax LLC.
The important bitch part. So, we're here today to talk to you about a plethora of things, and Jeff is here with us, but he's not mic'd up because he's not as important as we are, so, you know.
That's right.
That's right. Alright, so, let's see. Where do we want to start? So, okay, let's
Wait, first off, I have to say something.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, it is 67 degrees out right now. And Mariah is wearing
It's
a
not
crop top.
67. It's not 67. 37. Is it 37? Yeah, because that wouldn't make sense. 67.
Either way.
Yeah, it is.
This bitch is wearing a crop top.
It's 30. This is why I told you guys that my back skin gets dry because my lower mid back is always, you know, it's subjected to the elements, guys, because everything I own is cropped. But I will say I did wear a full jacket here, so, you know, whatever. All right, I'm really excited to talk about all the topics that we have today, mostly because I'm on one today, guys. So, Jax, what do you want to talk about first? I know what you want to talk about first.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, are you going to buy Jeff a PS5?
Honestly, I've been thinking, but I'm not sure.
Wait, how much is a PS5?
I think it's like $400, $500.
$400 for a video game console? I almost called it a video game.
But like, apparently people are like selling it out right now. Like, they're buying them all so they can resell them later. So like,
fucking business.
and they're gonna try to. I mean, they can actually do it though. They're like already reselling them for like $900.
Wait, Jeff, do you want a PS5? Jeff, are you gonna answer me?
I mean, like, I'll take one.
Do you have a PS4?
Nah, I don't really play.
We had an Xbox for a little bit.
Did you know that my ex, we all know who I'm talking about, like, so I had this thing before, like, I dated him. When I first started dating him, I told him, I was like, yeah, I really, like, I don't know what it is, like, guys that play video games, like, I just mentioned it one time. I was like, yeah, it just kind of annoys me. Like, I don't know if I would date a guy that, like, played video games, right? Mm-hmm. And so 9 months into us dating, I said this one time, we were at his house and we were like about to watch like a movie or something like that, and I said, he was like, well, you said you don't like guys that like play video games, and I was like, so what does that mean? He was like, I've avoided playing video games in front of you for 9 months. He was like, Mariah, do you think I just have this Xbox so we can watch movies on it? And I was like, honestly, until you said that just now, I really did think you just had this Xbox so we could watch movies on it, because I don't know how to play video games, so I'm just like, why would I ever need that? You know, and I mean, I'm very simple.
Have you actually ever played it before, though?
Yes, I used to play with my cousin all the time. He would always kill me, so that's why I'm just like, I'm not good at it. I've never learned. I'm not saying I would never play video games. What's the one, like the Lara Croft one? You know what I'm talking about? Tomb Raider. I used to play Tomb Raider when I was a kid, and I'd always get stuck in that goddamn pool. But yeah, I mean, I've played a little bit or whatever, but I mean, this is my thing. I used to like think that it was annoying when guys play video games, but now I'm like, hey, if your man wants to play on a PS5 but keep his dick in his pants, let him play on his PS5, right?
No, facts.
So he's not putting his Xbox controller in like other people's slots, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, because that's how you catch a virus, you know? So yeah, I mean, I would buy a guy a PS5, but this is what I think. If your dude won't do something for you, like pay for your hair, you know, like, hey babe, like something that they don't understand. This is what it is. It's not like, oh, my man, your man has to be willing to pay for something that he thinks is stupid. That's what it is. Because we as women, I feel like we think a PS5 is dumb. Like, we don't get why a dude would want one so much, right? So, like, guys are like, why do you spend so much on your hair? Why do you spend so much on this? So if your man is willing to be like, hey, I made you an appointment and I'm paying for your hair, which I think is stupid and ridiculous amount of money, then you'd be like, hey babe, guess what? I also bought you this ridiculously expensive game console that I don't think you fucking need at all. Sense. So that is how you decide. Exactly. That's how you decide if you buy your man a PS5. If he's constantly bitching about how much you spend on your nails or your hair or your clothes, and he doesn't ever contribute to anything like that just to be nice, why the fuck? Did you hear the emphasis on fuck with that?
Yeah. Very clear in the headlines.
Why the fuck would I go drop $500 on a game console for you?
You gotta understand though, the PS5 only comes out like every certain amount of years, so it's like You know what I mean? Like the trade-off is kind of different.
Is it though?
Yeah, because like you guys.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The PS5 is gonna come out, and then in a year there will still be a PS5.
Yeah.
Right.
You can still buy a PS5.
It's just like when we were in high school. What was that? And like the new Call of Duty would come out, and like guys would stay home from school like to play the new Call of Duty, and I'm just like, okay, cool, but like, yeah, oh well, it's not like it's a limited edition. Like there's only gonna make 500 PS5s. Like that I'd understand.
Yeah.
You gotta
Ain't
get
no
the
designer.
Exactly, like it's not. It's like I don't even like. I'm not crazy about name brand anyway, but like it's not even like like Yeezy's making 500 pairs of this shoe and they're never gonna be made again. I get that, but like if I didn't buy my boyfriend like a PS5 right now, guess what? In a year there's still gonna be PS5s. So you better be sure about him before you make that kind of investment, because if you're not, it's gonna end up in the bathtub. Have you seen those memes? Those bitches be crazy.
They're the crazy
Those
ass
bitches be crazy, especially if she bought it. Can you imagine if she bought the PS5 and then she got so mad she threw that shit in the bathtub? I'd be like, no, this is going on eBay. I'm gonna sell it. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my money right back.
Exactly.
Or profit.
I'd be keeping the receipt. I'd be like, listen, boy, you better watch your behavior because anytime later. EA Sports. Wait, is that a different console? I don't even know.
What's EA? Is that 2K or is
like
that
they make games.
Madden?
I don't know what any of it means. It's all.
We don't even know what that means.
It's all Russian to me.
Huh?
What did you just say?
I said they make the game.
Jeff, it's just us. Take your mask off. Jeff won't take his mask off, guys, because he says he doesn't know where I've been, which is a pretty valid point, and I'm not trying to make myself sound slutty, but I did. So, take your mask off, Jeff. I'm 6 feet away from you, and the only other person in here is your girlfriend that you live with. So, we can't hear what you're saying. Just, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. All right, next topic. Okay, so, since we're already talking about PS5s, that's on our next episode. Since we're already talking about PS5s, let's talk about Black Friday. Are you gonna shop on Black Friday? Do you go shopping?
No!
I don't think I've ever gone.
Oh, I've been Black Friday shopping before, but I'm definitely not going to be going this year.
Why do I feel like Black Friday is gonna happen on a Monday this year? Have you noticed that every single year it gets like, you're like, Black Friday starts on Tuesday this year. I'm like, what's the point? What's the point of calling it Black Friday anymore?
What I'm
honestly?
going to be doing though is Cyber Monday. I will be shopping online.
So it's really funny. Two of my really good friends, they just moved into my building, and they just got back here from Germany, and so they're like getting like appliances and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And my friend, she's so annoyed. She's like, I told him that we should go on Black Friday, so he's like buying stuff that they know is like going to be on sale for Black Friday, but he couldn't wait. So she's keeping the receipt so that she can return it.
And buy it again.
Yeah, and then like buy it again when it's cheaper. But for me, I'm just like, I'm not doing anything besides Amazon, and I'm not buying anybody anything crazy this year. Like, you and Jeff are getting like a co-gift, like it's together, you know, because COVID. Get it? Co-gift, COVID. Because everybody's on a budget, and I'm just saying, like, I'm single, so I have to buy stuff for myself, you know, because I'm not gonna get it anywhere else. So I'm just saying.
No, I feels. But I'm definitely, honestly, I'm ready for these Cyber Monday deals.
No, I am too.
This is what I'm getting all my Christmas gifts.
Have you ever bought like a TV or anything?
No, I was never.
Jeff's nodding with his fucking mask on because he knows I can't hear what he's saying. Okay, so just so everybody knows, Jeff did buy a TV on Black Friday. How big was it?
I think it's like 50. It was like 50 inches.
I'm surprised that it wasn't bigger because I feel like, I don't know if women are like this. Have you ever had like a ridiculously large TV?
What's the one in our house right now?
Yeah, but think about it. If it wasn't for him, think about how big your TV was before you met him.
I mean, we had like one like old school TV that was like humongous.
But I'm not talking about like one of those boxy big screens. I've noticed this, that why do guys always have bigger TVs than women?
Size
but video games.
Because are you compensating for something, or like I just don't understand, because I have like I think mine's like a 50-inch like flat screen in my living room, and then I'm about to get a 55 and then put that other one in my room. But like a 55 for me was like, I was like, wow, that's like a really big TV. And then my friends upstairs were like, we have an 80-inch, and I was I'm like, why?
You know what some people be doing too? I don't know if you fuck with this or not, but like, you know, people like be in their rooms and they like literally like how this is set up, like they'll put like
the
a projector But I'm like, you can't even see clearly.
I feel like
what
I can't
the
even
fuck,
see
bitch?
clearly. But I
Like-
do feel bougie though because I'm about to mount a TV to my wall in my bedroom and get one of those things that like swings out.
So I was like,
And I'm just like,
Ew.
but this exactly, and this is why because school's out the first week of December, and I don't go back till January 25th. So I promise you, for those 2 months, you will find me in my bed,
I was lit.
and I'm just gonna be like, and I'm not doing shit, so don't bother me.
I mean, not only we be off school, but you know, COVID coming back.
Oh yeah,
COVID
let's talk
making a
about that.
comeback,
Let's talk about that. Okay, so okay, let's take a vote on it now. Are we gonna end up locked down again?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
That's not fun when we all agree. Somebody's supposed to. I should have said no. I should have been like, no, I don't think we're gonna get locked down. Yeah, I do think that we're gonna get locked down, but this is the thing. I have mixed feelings about it. How do you feel about it?
I actually do have mixed feelings as well. I don't mind it.
I
like, but at the same time, I'm like, damn, like once you've been locked down for so long, you're like, this shit sucks.
This is
I wanna go out.
exactly.
Like,
So this is what I'm thinking.
But that's why I'm going on vacation.
I feel like okay. I thought that way too. I was just like, like whatever. Like we've already been through it. I don't mind it. But then I'll think back to how shitty it was.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, wow, I really don't want to go through that again. Because now I think about the fact that like maybe we take for granted that we do get to move around and go to the grocery store and go here and go there and like do whatever. And I'm like, like, do I really want to be like trapped in my house and feel like the world's ending again? Like, no. But I'm just like, yo, can this shit be over with?
And is it
like,
gonna get worse or not? Like, I feel like right now, I don't know, like, just the way the media is portraying everything is just so confusing.
this is why I don't
And
watch
there's
the
just
news.
no clear answers. Like,
There's
the
no-
media.
That's
is,
why you don't need to watch the news, because there's no answers. I will watch the news when there's a fucking answer. That's when I'll watch. And people are like,
Yeah.
Mariah,
I don't know.
you need to stay updated with the current events in the world. And I'm like, oh, really? Guess what? We had COVID in March. We still have COVID now. We're not allowed to go outside without a mask. What's changed? Besides who's going to be
And
president?
why is our country
What has
so
changed?
dumb?
Yeah.
Why
has
are all the other
changed?
countries?
Jeff thinks he's better than us
That
because
was
he's wearing a mask right now. He really does.
And he's like smiling under the
He's
mask.
like
I can tell he's smiling.
Such a
like,
bougie little bitch. She's just like thinks we're like beneath him. Jeff, first of all, we're 6 feet away, which is the mandated rule, and you live with her, okay? So now you're just being extra and trying to make us feel bad about ourselves, and I really don't appreciate that, okay? Also,
we have
I'm
a
just
deal.
gonna go out and say it, alright? And I'm gonna get attacked for this. I don't believe that masks fully protect you from COVID. I don't believe it. Do I think we should be wearing them right now? Yeah, sure, whatever, because the peace of mind, fine. But if you're really gonna tell me,
There's worse.
if you're
for
really
sure.
gonna tell me that these masks are like the cure-all be-all, then why the fuck do we still have COVID? If everybody has to wear a mask when
Because
they
people
go
be wearing
outside,
those like full like face shields, like maybe that might protect you from COVID.
Yeah, but,
I'm not
like-
with the mask on.
but like
you need to wear the
Jeff, if you
N95
really
mask,
think
like-
that little mask is protecting you, come here, let me cough on you, and we'll find out.
It ain't. It ain't.
They're like, that's not funny, Mariah. You shouldn't talk about coughing on people. Yo, I had a sneeze today in the elevator, and have you noticed this? That you'll like hold your sneezes in.
Oh yeah.
Even if you know, like you're like, I feel fine. It's not like a COVID-related thing. Like I'll be like,
It's just too sketchy to do it. Like
yeah,
in
like
public.
you can't cough nothing because people be looking at you crazy. This lady like wanted to fight me today because I went and got in my elevator, and I was like trying to take Sheila out before one of my classes. And I was like, oh, hi, do you mind? And she was like, yes, but I was already in the elevator. And I was like, well, this is awkward for you because, you know, whatever. So then I met her in the lobby again. And then she was like trying to push the button and shit. And like, I'm just like, bitch, I got bigger fish to fry than like jumping in the elevator with you. I really don't give a fuck. So at the end of the day, I have my Disney Plus. I got a new memory foam mattress. Yeah, I'm fucking ready to be locked down. And it's cold. I don't want to fucking go anywhere anyway.
I've been watching Drake and Josh recently.
No, you have not. On Disney Plus? Is it on
What is
that?
that? Is that on Hulu, Jeff?
Hulu.
Hulu. I don't know if they have a Disney Plus, but
It's not a Disney
that
show.
show has been making me geek the fuck out.
Really? I need to watch it.
That
yeah.
show is
That was
hilarious.
good. What else have I been watching? I'm gonna watch, like, if we get locked down, I'm watching, like, Hey Arnold and all that other fucking shit. I don't care. And, like, seriously, like, that's all I did during COVID. I would just, like, watch shit. Do you remember your sleep schedule? Dude, I would be up till, like, 6 in the fucking morning.
Then go to bed.
I literally felt like an insane person, but then I was like, well, I feel insane all the time, especially when I'm not medicated, so...
Yeah.
What else is different? I felt like I was just walking around my apartment half naked, eating all the time, and I was like, why do I look pregnant all the time? Because I was literally just shoving food in my fucking face. I lost 7 pounds, then I gained 7 pounds back, and then I lost like 14 pounds. It was a very confusing time for my closet and my waistline.
But COVID is nice because you get to like be ugly in peace.
Yeah, I love that.
So,
I want to be
it's
ugly.
goods and bads. Like, you know, you don't have to spend as much on your maintenance and upkeep. You're like, okay, fuck my nails, fuck my lashes.
Yeah, fuck all that shit. Fuck my lashes because I pulled them out. I got bored the other day. Jax is not happy with me right now. I don't know why.
I'm just glad she still has her natural
At least
lashes.
I still have lashes, but I was like, Jax, she's like, what did you do? I was like, I don't know. I got bored. I was playing with my lashes, and the next thing I knew, I didn't have any.
Honestly, a lot of people do that though. Like, they be so addicted. Like,
Well, they really
be
are
playing
fun.
with them.
They are fun to play with. So yeah, I don't know. I need to chill. And oh, speaking of pulling out your lashes, let's talk about how to know if you're spiraling, guys. Because Jax wanted to talk about this today, and when she said it, she looked at me like, bitch, you would know. And I was just like...
That's the perfect subject to talk about.
I'm like, you know, I feel like I am the perfect person to talk about this. And here's the key element. Am I spiraling? I want you to ask yourself, have you ever thought about shaving your head? Okay? Because that is one of the main components.
I was literally gonna say for females, I feel like it's the hair dyeing or shaving the head.
Yes.
That's when you know you're.
Yes.
That's when you know you're losing.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I almost shaved. I'm not even kidding you. I literally almost shaved my head 2.5 months ago because I was stressed out about my statistics homework. I swear, I was so mad that day. I literally was just thinking about like going into the bathroom and just like cutting off all my hair and just buzzing my head. And I was so dead serious about it too. I was like really calm and I was just like, you know what? Maybe I should just shave my head.
It'll be fine.
And
It'll look
then,
good.
and then I called my aunt and she was like, have you taken your Adderall? And I was like, no, why? She was like, you're very stressed out. I think you need to take your Adderall and like see if you feel the same way. So then I took my Adderall and I finished my statistics homework in like 35 minutes. And then I really sat there and I was like, wow, Mariah, you really almost balded yourself. And it's just because you didn't take your Adderall. So can you imagine me growing my hair back for like months and months and months and then having to sit there and think about the fact that I really almost I've been thinking about it like every day. Like you really almost shaved your head because you were stressed out for like 5 minutes. But I know, like I have a guy friend, he did the same thing. Well, he's constantly spiraling and I don't think he listens to this, so he's never going to know I'm talking about him. But he did the same thing. He got a bad haircut and then he shaved his head and we were like, what?
Guys go so insane.
I'm like, bro, what'd you do? And I'm like, why are you wearing this beanie all the time? And he was just like, he was like, I'm bald under here. I was like, what do you mean you're bald? And then he was like, I got a bad haircut, so I just shaved my head. And I was just like, bro, this is not the look for you. It's really, really not. So that's a way that you know if you're spiraling.
I definitely almost, actually I was telling Jeff the other day that I was going to like shave my head. I was like, I want to be like one of those cute like girls, like the little blonde, like shaved
He
head.
was like, how about no, Amber
He literally was
Rose?
like, fuck no, you're never doing that. You'd be ugly. I was like, I don't need such a cute bald.
You think Jax would be ugly if she was bald?
There's no girl that shaves their head ever in any point in time that was like, damn, she looks way hotter bald.
Alright, wait, but do you have a lumpy head or do you have...
I don't think so. I have like a nice...
Because that's the real question. Because think about it, what if she got cancer and then she was bald? Would you still say that?
I mean, like, that is an extreme situation.
You know, listen, you know that I always, like, that's always been something that, like, I ask my boyfriends, I'm like, would you love me if I was bald? And they're just like, yeah, of course, babe. I'm like, shut the fuck up, you liar. I wouldn't love you if you were bald. You know, when I was dating my ex, who had a very luscious head of hair, at one point he was like, I think my hair's starting to thin. And I, like, looked at him. And I like contemplated our entire relationship at that very moment. I was just like, you know what? If this motherfucker's gonna go bald, number one, I know that head's lumpy as fuck. And number two, he's not worth it. He's really not. Because you can act you want to act a certain type of way when you got a luscious head of hair, that's fine. But when if your shit's falling out and you got that big bald patch, you better reassess yourself. For real. I'm not about to put up with that. Sometimes I'm just like, is he gonna go bald? But guys, listen, it's okay if you're bald. You should just rock it. Because some guys are really hot bald. And like at the end of the day, girls be wearing extensions. Have you seen the fucking wig installations on these guys?
Rewind. What?
You haven't seen them?
Wait, but what do you mean? Like, have I seen? I've seen them done on like.
When they literally glue on the hair to the dude's head. They like.
Oh, so you're saying like a short man wig?
That or dreads. They've done it with dreads too.
Oh my god, Jeff, what's that thing where it's called like to spray it on?
No, it's totally.
She's talking about something.
Oh, but what is that called?
A Beijing.
Beijing.
What's Beijing?
Oh my.
That's what I say when I'm in the bathroom. When people call me, I'm like, I can't talk right now. I'm in a meeting with Beijing.
No, so like a Beijing is basically when like you might be like bald or like patchy, like you know like LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron has like a bald patch in the middle of his
So
head.
like spray paints his head.
They pretty much put like fake fiber, hair fiber, but it's pretty much like out of a spray can. And they kind of spray it on.
That's been around for a long time.
And they do it for you to connect your beard, so that's how that connects.
I hate that.
But it looks super fake. Like sometimes it looks real if you get it done very
if you have enough facial hair, but
it'll
like
look good,
when
like,
it looks super fake. Or what's that thing that guys were doing like a couple years ago where they have like the white line to like outline their beards and it looked so dumb.
That's just like a chalky thing that they do.
Yeah, that's at the barbershop.
That's just at the barbershop. It'll like they're not trying to do it like.
But
it's to show. It's to show how like
pictures,
clean cut the cut is.
But they'll like post pictures and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Wipe this chalk off your face. Like that. What is this, like a reverse contour? Like what are you doing? Like you look ridiculous. But yeah, no, seriously, hair changes people's lives. Like there's some of these dudes that like you'd never look at. Not in a bad way, guys. I don't want you to feel bad if you're balding, okay? Like, yeah, have you ever
90% of guys bald.
Y'all are gonna bald. We're all gonna be bald and old and saggy at some point, so don't judge somebody on their hair. But I'm just saying it really does make a difference for their confidence, especially even for girls though. But they'll literally shave the top of these dudes' heads and then like blop, all of a sudden they've got hair and like you can wash it and it's like glued to their head and I'm just like, and this is what I'm saying.
Like running their fingers through their hair.
This is why I'm okay with it, because number one, if it's done well, it looks good. But number two, if my man has a wig, then I'd be like, you're not saying shit about my hair. What are you gonna say? Why you got these extensions? Why you got this? Why you got that? I'm be like, guess what? You want to talk about snatching my wig? I'm gonna snatch your wig
in public. In public.
Can you imagine?
Then you'll be baldy.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'll be like, yeah, talk shit about me now. I'm gonna tell everybody that you wear a wig. So yeah, I don't know. That's just. How
but also, another way to know you're like spiraling is when you like be posting. Like, you know, like you be going through your stories and people post like the story that has like a black screen.
Oh yeah.
And then
then they put the text on it?
Either the text.
No, I do that all the time, but it's because sometimes I forget how to change the background color because I'm getting old. And then
actually don't even know how to do that either.
Well, no, like I'll do it when I just want to type something, and then I'll be like, maybe it looks like I'm spiraling, but guys, 97% of the time it looks like I'm spiraling. Jax knows this, like, but I've also noticed when you're spiraling, I feel like you care what people say back to you because you're feeding off that emotion, right?
Oh yeah.
And then there's like me spiraling and then me just being hectic because I think it's funny. Mm-hmm. And lately I've been doing this thing where I'll talk shit about like people that like I'm supposed to have issues with, but the trick is you don't go look and see what they say about you, right? So like I've never done that before because I used to have fake accounts and stuff like that. Now I don't do that anymore. I'll just like throw shit out into the universe and then like let it cause mayhem and then be happy in my own little world because I'm just like, well, I don't know what the fuck they said about me, so I really don't care. Like that's the trick, girls. Like if you wanna talk shit about your ex or something like that on Instagram, your ex best friend, like anybody, anything, anywhere. Say whatever you want. Just be ballsy enough to be like, you know what? I don't need to go look at what they say about me because it doesn't fucking matter, you know? So,
yeah, regardless, like,
versus
I'm gonna say
spiraling,
what I
know? Say. Exactly. So I think when you're spiraling, you're just like, you're very highly emotional, and I'm trying to think of like other dumb shit that I've done when I'm spiraling. Like Amazon purchases. That's how I acquired my cardboard fireplace Christmas decoration. I ordered that when I was drunk and spiraling, and then it showed up to my house, and I was like, why do I have a cardboard fireplace? So, yeah, I don't know, man.
Did you just say cardboard?
Yeah, it literally looks like a real fireplace. It's like a Christmas decoration, and yeah,
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like I have like my stockings hanging on it and shit, and people will look at it in my story and they're like, I didn't know that was cardboard. I was like, well, it is, and it's the best $47 I ever fucking spent.
There's actually like a really cool like new fireplace with like the stones. Is it stones? You the one that the Devon has?
It's a fire pit.
The fire pit.
Where the fuck are you guys gonna put that?
Nowhere.
On the patio. We have a little patio.
You can't put a fire pit. You can't put a fire pit on you in Jeff's patio. I promise you, that's how you're gonna burn that building down.
Yeah, nah.
But no, it's like that joint is not even that big. Like it's like maybe the size of like this corner right here.
Bro, that's huge for your patio.
No, but it's not like the flames don't go as high as you're thinking. Like they just stay right above the rocks. And it's like you put fuel.
Oh, with the
I
like those. Yeah, I like
those. You put like fuel in it, and it only goes like like the fire's only gonna go this high. It's never gonna reach all the way up there.
Are you guys coming to my birthday party? I know I just told you about it, but are you coming?
When's your birthday?
December 5th, guys. It's on a Saturday, and I think my theme is gonna be Charlie's Angels. I'm pretty excited about it. And everybody's like, Mariah, how do you dress for that? And I'm like, okay, well, just dress like you're from like the year 2000. So too much bronzer, too much eyeshadow, thin eyebrows.
That might be a scary sight.
Overly straight hair. Hideous sunglasses, and if you have a Nokia phone, bring it. That's pretty much it. And then if you have some flares, wear those too. But that's about
flares.
It. And then Jeff, just wear your do-rag. There you go. Maybe put a band-aid on your face.
Yeah.
You know, who was that, Nelly?
Nelly,
yeah. Put a band-aid on your face. But yeah, what about this rule? What's the rule for gatherings with COVID?
25.
In a restaurant.
I thought 25 was a funeral.
That's what I saw, 25.
That's what I don't understand. I'm like, okay, so they were like, for Thanksgiving, this is what I heard. Like, guys, once again, I don't know if it's true or not. Someone will get in my inbox being like, I don't know, fake news. No one gives a shit. So I heard that you can only have 6 people at Thanksgiving, but if it's a funeral, you can have 25. And so somebody on Facebook was like, well, I'm holding a funeral for my pet turkey on November 25th, and refreshments will be provided. So here's my question. If you can have 25 people at a funeral, if the person dies of COVID, can you have a funeral? I don't know.
That question just got way too complicated.
No, I don't that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
yeah,
so you're.
I didn't know what you just
So I also heard that if people die of COVID, that they're not allowed to have, like, they get cremated and they're not allowed to have a funeral.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So I'm like, so what if you bring 25 people to a funeral, even if it wasn't COVID related, what if those 25 people get COVID? And then there's 25 funerals, and then you bring 25 more people to that funeral each.
That's too much.
It's like a bazillion people in like 2 days. I'm just saying, like, funeral's about to be lit though, because you can have 25 people. I'm just saying, I'm gonna pour one out for my fallen homies. Also, there's not even 6 people that I want to see on Thanksgiving. That's like 5 people too many. So, I don't know.
Yeah, just immediate family, if that.
Did you know, speaking of Thanksgiving, did you know I saw this girl on Instagram the other day? And she was like trying to make a vegan turkey out of like a squash. She took a squash and then she carved out the squash. And then inside that she put an eggplant. And then she carved out that. And then inside that she put a zucchini. And then she mixed all the mushy stuff together and made stuffing and tied it together and stuck it in the oven. And she called it like a vegerky or something like that.
That sounds literally disgusting.
I was like,
But actually,
I was like,
me and Jeff are going vegan.
What?
We literally just went shopping today.
You're gonna drop this bombshell on me right now?
We literally are gonna,
Shut the fuck up. Cheese? No cheese?
Yeah, like no soy, no cheese. Veggies.
Jeff's gonna be the first one to crack.
Veggies,
100%.
Yeah,
100% Jeff's gonna be the first one to crack.
You can say that.
You wanna know how I know that? Wait, hold on a second. Let's talk about what Jeff, because flu season, alright? Let's talk about the list of things Jeff asked you for when he had the man flu.
I don't even remember.
It was like Cheez-Its and like
Mountain Dew.
Hot chocolate. We were recording.
It was like
Jeff
Gushers.
Oh yeah, Gushers. Jeff was supposed to be here, and naturally, you know, he got the man flu, which, you know, we all know the man flu is like basically worse than COVID, I guess. And I would just like to point out, did you get tested for COVID?
No.
Okay, so maybe it was COVID, who knows. But the list of things that Jeff required for his man flu was the most obscure list of things I've ever heard in my entire life. So
Yeah,
please,
you want to eat that while you're sick.
please explain to me who, first of all, like, shouldn't you be nauseous if you're that sick? So you're just like, you know what would really settle my stomach? Hot chocolate and Gushers and maybe some Takis. Like, when women
Mountain Dew.
yeah, some
soda.
Mountain Dew would really hit the spot. You know what women eat when we're sick? Crackers and Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Saltines.
Saltines.
Maybe this is my
and
go.
hot tea.
Yeah, hot tea. This is what I go to for like my sick foods. Okay, Campbell's like chicken noodle soup, saltines, Pedialyte, vanilla wafers, and Cheez-Its. If you are throwing up for at least 24 hours afterwards, you should only be eating vanilla wafers and Cheez-Its. Like,
Vanilla wafers and Cheez-Its are better than Gushers?
Yeah.
Like,
First of all,
But it's like a cracker.
first of all,
It's a
it's a cracker. That's why, because it's
Vanilla
soaking
It soaks
and
up
Cheez-Its.
the fluids in the
Jeff,
stomach.
I'm really not. Listen.
Stop. And you don't. I'll let you lie to the podcast, but
Listen,
I won't put you on
Jeff,
blast. I won't put you on blast.
Explain
But I'll let you say whatever you need.
Listen, Jeff, I'm not gonna go here with you because we all know I have the worst hangovers ever, and so when I throw up, I know what's gonna work, okay? Jeff, so when was the last time that you were hungover and you had to go to the hospital? Because I'm here to tell you that what I do works. Also, my flight attendant friend Becca, who was on our last episode, taught me that if you eat Nutter Butters when you're sick, because it has that little bit of protein and it also is like a cracker, that it helps you feel better faster.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we're not over here eating fucking gushers.
I actually like
Nutter Butters? You just recommended Nutter Butters, Cheez-Its, and vanilla wafers. But Gushers is out of control.
It's a fruit snack, Jeff. Listen to yourself. How ridiculous this sounds. Like,
Cheez-Its and vanilla wafers.
Jeff's like, you know what would really make you feel better when your stomach hurts? Oh, Sloppy Joe. Like,
oh my god.
Cheez-Its and vanilla wafers.
Yeah, they're
But
all
Gushers,
crackers. They're
But
all.
I want to know though, what did I eat that when I was sick that was so out of pocket?
You eat anything.
He's like Korean barbecue.
Yeah, like Jax eats anything. You'll be like, can you give me Chipotle? Like, yeah, like, I don't
That's a
even want to hear
good hearty food.
Yeah, that is though. That's got rice. It's got protein. It's got fats.
Yeah, like
Salsa is like, come on, like salsa, like
that's tomatoes and veggies.
you guys are out of control.
You get a guy with some veggies.
Out of
Like, what
control.
else is it?
Out of control. I have no
Jeff,
words.
just admit that you're wrong. Again,
Yeah,
this
like,
is
for
just
real.
like an issue that they say women
He's
have.
in denial.
Yeah, men are always in denial. So I don't know. I'm just saying. Oh, ginger ale.
Ginger ale, I think it's actually good.
Let me tell
Ginger ale
you.
is
It's supposed to be good.
I'm gonna tell you something real quick. So I went on a date with this guy. Well, I went on a couple dates with him, and we like went out one night and we got
Wait,
drunk.
hold on. How many times has this story gone on where you said, I went on a date with this guy?
Well, guys, I go on dates. I'm gonna show that. Hold on. Let
This
me.
is like the 50th date.
Well, I know. Hold on. Let me count really quick. In what is it? 2020. I've probably been on like 5 dates in 2020 since March
Okay,
to
that's not
now.
bad.
So it's not that bad. But I'll maybe go on like a couple dates. It's either the date goes bad and I never
I
talk to him
thought
again.
it was like 50.
No. So I went on like 3 or 4 dates with this guy. So like, but one night we got drunk and he like stayed at my house, and I do not. My friends know. There's a couple things in my house that you absolutely do not fuck with. Okay, my meal prepped food, my hidden macaroni and cheese cups, my ice cream, and my fucking ginger ale. Tell me why this man got up in the middle of the night and drank my last ginger ale, and I was like, I'm never talking to him again. Like, that's how egregious and upset I was. I'm like, I'm hungover right now, and I'm nauseous, and the one ginger ale that I had is not here because of you. Also, you were snoring in my fucking bed. I'm not even gonna get into it. Honestly, I'm not gonna get into the other parts of it. But I'm just saying, don't touch my fucking ginger ale. Like that's like some fighting
No,
shit.
that be irking me. Like, don't eat my fucking food.
Yeah.
No, don't touch it. Don't look at my
Don't
food.
even look at it. I don't care.
It's
There's
mine.
a lot, and all
I do
my,
not share.
my best friends, especially like people that are always in my house, they know. Some shit I do not give a fuck about. It could be expensive. It could be expensive. I don't care. You're hungry, eat it. That's fine. If you touch like these 4 key items and I go look for it
and it's
not there, all hell's gonna break
Issues.
loose. And like,
Issues.
and Michelle knew. She lived with me. She was like, bro, like, do not touch Mariah's ginger ale. Like, she will flip the fuck out. If I come home and that 1 cup of macaroni that I have, that I'm like, oh, it's 3 in the morning and I want to eat this, and it's gone, someone's gonna fucking die. And I really
all hell's
honestly
breaking
do that.
loose.
I'll catch a charge for that. I don't give a
Demon
fuck.
time.
Demon time.
Demon time.
But anyway, guys, I feel like that's all we have for you today. So, stay out the streets, girl. Wash your hair once a week.
Go bald.
Go bald, maybe. Save shampoo costs. Wash your sheets.
Get a big ass TV.
Get a big ass TV. Don't listen to Jeff's fucking advice when you're sick. And I don't know, if that guy's cute and he puts it down right, maybe you could buy him a PS5. But if not, buy me a PS5. I'll give it to somebody. Jax, give him the lash plug.
Selectors by Jax LLC.
And then obviously I'm Mariah Malabougie. And like I said, I don't really feel like spelling it. You know how to spell Malibu and you know how to spell bougie. Just stick them together. You'll find me. Like, follow, subscribe, and we love you guys.
Adios.